design, God design. Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? You are God design, God design.
Good morning, good afternoon. I don't even know what time it is. What's going on, everyone? Hope everyone is having a beautiful, blessed day today. So far, it's a great day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Reporting live from the belly of the beast with the barrels and the crabs. I'm your host, Jordan Pittman. Just give you all a little sneak peek of Balto's sisters. We got 3 that made it. Pancake done laid on 2 of them. She done got settled in, comfortable. It's my fault, though. I always blame myself. You can't get too caught up in what you don't have. What's going, you gotta be thankful for your blessings. So we got 3 strong, extra large, healthy pups. 3 fantastic, beautiful female puppies. Pancake, the super mom, super producer. That's not what I was. That's not what we here for. That's not what I came to show you. Let's get back to where we at, what we've been doing. Oh, don't forget we got a freezer full of chicken. That's what they into. So our puppies done graduated over here to the big space. Okay, and they asking me, Dad, where is my food at? Where is my food at? So what we gonna do? I got here my custom blend that I mixed up for them. What's going on? What's up with my peoples? We got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. That's dog food. That's dog food wet. Dog food dry. We got a little bit of my secret sauce. And you know what? Ain't no secrets with us though. I'm gonna let y'all know what's really going on. So, because I want the best for everyone involved. This is what I use for milk replacer. Bam. Y'all know what that is, don't you? Ensure. Yep, that's my secret weapon right there, y'all. That's keeping the puppies big and thick and extra blowed up. So if you know somebody that's a veteran that can't eat with the VA, they'll give them this for free. Little secret, industry secret, trade secret. Then we got the beautiful pups. They done blowed up on us, y'all. Let me before I put this child down in here, let's explain a couple things so everybody get a clear understanding of what's going on in here. What we got going on in here, we got our 5-week-old pups that we transferred over here when remember they all started off. They all started off in the other box. That's the prenatal box. The prenatal box. Now that they have aged, we moved them over here when they got 3 weeks old. As they began to explore, as they began to poop on their own, they need more space. They need to be able to have a separate area because mom is not cleaning up. So we have these different independent areas. So what we have here, where you see all this litter at, where you see all this litter at, that's their restroom. Okay, so that's where they go to potty. Right here by where you see this heater at, where they laid up resting, that's their bed. Then over here, we got our food area where they eat, drink, and then we got our play area. So we need to have this litter area has to have a different texture than the rest of the box, the rest of the whelping area. And this is very strategic A lot of people not gonna show you the puppies at this stage of their development because they got a lot of times the puppies are pooping, peeing, sleeping, eating, all in the same area, playing everything. They doing that all in the same area. And I see people keeping their dogs in 5x10s. This is a 10x10, and I never have my kennels no less. No, they can't be no smaller. These Boerboels need room, and they don't spend much time in there. You hear Pearl outside whining to get back in. So you see, I got my big boy. Remember him? That was Mr. Feisty, aka the Orange Crush. And you see him very inquisitive. Remember, he was always crying when he was a pup. When I flip him over, we got the gray collar female, which was also a real feisty pup. Moved it around a little bit more so than the other ones. And then you got the bunch where they just kind of like don't so much stand out. They don't stand out as much. They kind of more laid back and relaxed than the rest of the puppies. And that's fine. I mean, because as they grow, they're really getting into their personalities from this stage moving forward. So we got the green collar male, which is the Hulk. They all know what this kissing noise means. Remember him? That was the one with the heavier black mask. He's larger, one of the larger puppies in the batch. And don't get me wrong. They all some good looking dogs. But remember, this was the one that I had kind of showed some favor that I had to do some extra in handling. Look at the heavy black mask. All of the puppies, remember, because the dad is all black. Then we got the smaller puppy. This kind of puppy right here, she gets knocked out a little bit. She gets knocked out. She have to force her way in there. But you see the more active pups, who they are emerging in the litter, who are the leaders of the pack so far. Then we got our purple collar female. Who else is there? We got the sleepy heads. I call that one war paint, red war paint. Blue ice, that's a male over there. And then we got pretty in pink, Miss Peppa Pig. Once I put this food down, we're going to see some real live action. So let's get to it. Now, I like to put this more close to the middle. While we do that, you see my boy. He ready. He know what time it is. And as the puppies hear this noise, they're going to start making their way over here. Now they smell that. Mighty Mouse regaining her appetite. All right, y'all sleeping too dang on good. Y'all need to wake it up. Wake up. Wake up. It's time to eat. Go on over there. Go on over there. Go on over there, boy. Maybe sleeping Sleeping too good. What's up, Mr. Hobbs? Scale, what's going on with the bros? And they just blow up. So what we want to do right in a situation like this, might put down 2. Because we really don't want them climbing in there. But the hungrier puppies are going to get to it more. And I got this just blended down to a pure sauce. Straight sauce. We don't want them stepping in there. A lot of breeders don't want to give you this insider preview because, to be honest, they should be ashamed of themselves the way that they keep their dog. You get a puppy into your house from another breeder. I mean, you know what? Even if you don't get your dog from me, ask them. Let's see how the puppies are living. Let's see their conditions. Because this right here is going to transition. I see this puppy done got full. Remember, that was one of the first ones. Now watch. This is what I really like. Now watch. And he looking for somewhere. What is he looking for? Somewhere to lay? Or does he got to go to the potty? And you see, this is, watch them now. They're gonna go right over there. Headed over there to the wood chips. Look at them. They all got done eating. Look where they going. Instinctually. See how this, now when you get your puppy to the house, guess what it's gonna do? It's gonna go outside. If you take it outside, it's gonna be looking to go outside. They're not pottying all over the box. Okay? Look at them. Each one. Watch each one. I love this. Because I know that when you get your puppy to the house, when your dog finally moves on home, it's not going to be peeing and pooping all over your house. It's going to be that much easier to house break and train. Basically, when you get your dog, it's going to come house broken. Right? You see them. Okay. Watch each one. Nobody goes and poops in the peeing area. Look at them. They all go to the potty over there in the wood chips. And this is how it should be. Now, even if you don't get your dog from yours truly, this is how it's supposed to go. So check in with your breeder 2023. They should have some type of capabilities where they can video chat with you. Let them see, tell them, let us see the whelping box. Let's see how my puppy is living. This should be a basic general requirement. Everybody should be doing this, but a lot of people are not. Why are they not doing this? Because they should be ashamed of themselves. I'm gonna be straight up, and I'm gonna call you out on it. They not being responsible. They not doing everything that they could possibly do to ensure that the puppy transition to life into its new home smooth. Okay, watch each one when they get done eating. Watch where they gonna go. You see my boy, the big boy. He been in there from the beginning to the end. He ain't going nowhere till the food is gone. He love to eat. That's the one right there. Now he's big. This is what we our goal to produce is a dog though that is larger, that still yet maintains their athletic ability. So he You see the back, the thickness, the health, but these 5-week-old pups. Watch each one. Watch each one. I'm, I'm proud of this. I'm not gonna act like I'm not. I'm not gonna sit up and fake. But each one of the puppies at 5 weeks old, they go over to the wood chips and then they potty. Now I ain't gonna sit up here and act like they never made a mistake outside the box, but they learn because I take the poop, I clean it up immediately. Look at each one going over here to the restroom. That's good dogs. No dog wants to poop where they play or where they lay. That's just how disease is spread. Look at them puppies got busy. They tearing down that whole food. Now another thing, what I'll start to do is transition them to. I'll make that gravy with the special sauce, and I'll pour that over their dog food, and then probably about a week or so, and then eventually I will just eliminate the gravy. I will eliminate. They won't have any gravy whatsoever, so the dog will be on complete dry dog food when they get ready to leave. But watching each puppy, nobody goes over here, and it's not like I'm hollering at them for if they do make a mistake. Look at my boy though. Remember, I always was calling out this pup though. I always had my eye on him. I said he got a lot more. He got more energy. He's got more dominant characteristics, and you see him already. Look, everybody else going over here to the potty. They're not going and using it all over the box. You should demand your breeder. If you get a dog, even if you're not getting it from me, if you making your choice, then I respect your decision. Because these is highly exclusive, and this is for people that want something that's very special. And some people can go for the mediocre. They don't have to have the excellent. But if you do, you don't expect your dog to be turning around. You notice none of the dogs turned around and started eating their poop. They're not stepping all into the food. They ain't got poop all on their paws. And okay, so this is we getting a little bit more activity out of the puppies at 5 weeks. You see, everybody did the good job. I'm really proud of my puppies because this is how I raise them. This is my strategic method, and all of the puppies do this. And so when you get your puppy to your new home, it's basically already housebroke. Okay. See the little micro mini pup. She's struggling, but she's staying hanging in there. She's getting stronger. Now we back to resting. And I wish there was more for us to see right now. They're getting bigger and they doing more. But for the most part, it's gonna be a lot of resting. It's a little bit of play going on. Like if I was to take this, sometimes I'll take the toy right here, and I might dump in the dog food, and then let them swing this around. Let's see, I got it elevated though because we want everything off the floor. We don't want the puppies to be stepping in poop or dragging this over into the litter area where they can get it soiled because we're trying to keep the puppies from eating, from having the poop. It all depends on the pup. But we want to keep we want to keep the puppies out of the poop. We want to keep the poop off of their toes and off of their feet, right? So now, what I'm going to do, set this up here so you guys can see, so everybody can see the right way to do it. A lot of people don't know. They can't, when they say, oh, I didn't know that. So, puppies done went to the potty. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to get this stuff up. I got my little bag here. My boy is inquisitive. I called this from the very beginning. It's not something that I just started doing. I've been doing this for a while now, and I can tell which puppies. I see my boy is still up. Everybody else then kind of went to sleep and then went back and relaxed. You see my girl there, Miss Pepper. Hey, girl. She's going to be more of the stockier variety of Boerboel. This guy's just a complete ham, just a crush. He got to have it. He wants to eat. He's going to eat more. He does more. And you see he's still up. After he's still inquisitive. He's still trying to figure out, something else to do. That's my style of Boerboel right there, though. I like a dog that's more active and energetic. Look at him, curious about the toy. He always down to wrestle or rumble, asserting himself as the leader. Very intelligent, inquisitive about the environment, alert and aware. Where other puppies just kind of like laid back and relaxed. But I remember this is what I predicted from this puppy a long time ago. Remember, he was he wasn't as relaxed as a pup. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pick up the little piles of poop that I see, keep it fresh, right? Keep it fresh because we don't want them stumping in this. We don't want them getting this on their feet, just like that. Okay, just like that. Uh-oh. Get that up. Just like that. We keeping it fresh, right? Don't take a whole lot. Don't take that whole lot. Sack that up. That's all it is to it. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for real skill. No sugarcoat, you know, because it's easy to shine up a pile of poop. You can shine it and dress it up, but I don't care how you do it, it's still a pile of poop. Look at my boy. A little bit more active, a little bit more energetic. And you can just see it in his step, the way that he moves. Now, see, this is the type of dog that's gonna be large. My goal as a breeder, remember, I'm not just putting dogs together for the sake of having puppies. We have a goal. We have a breeding goal. Every goal is to step every breed, every litter. The goal is to be a little bit better. But we're looking for these individual dogs, these certain dogs, these special puppies, because we want to have produced the ultimate Boerboel. We want a large dog that's athletic and conditioned that we can take and we can run 10, 15 miles, as he would, retaining his characteristics and traits that they originally were bred for. It should be a large dog that's capable of working. And you see how my boy is, he's big and thick, but he's still up, he's ready, he's active. This is what we seek to produce. Now you should look at the thickness and the muscling. Remember, I always would speak on the physique. That's what originally drew me to the Boerboel breed. And now see how this dog is up though, even after he ate. And these might be some things that you could discuss if you shopping and you browsing with other breeders, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. A lot of people that's chasing using these dogs, then they're chasing it like it's a gold mine. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no style, they don't have no class, they're not really in pursuit of nothing but another puppy, right? You see how my boy is like, what's going on? What is this? He's curious. He's more alert. He's more attentive. This was the young pup from the very beginning. See, I push him back, and he coming back for more. You see it? You see that? He wants to be involved. He want to dominate. You see the tail up, that erect position. That's an alpha pup. Okay. You see how he responded to the challenge. He coming forward. He confident. He courageous. This is what we look for. This is why this dog will be considered a special pup versus the other pups are just moderate, laid back, more relaxed. And they will all, because they are litter mates, they will all eventually have this characteristic. But this guy is the trailblazer. This guy is leading the way. But remember, they are all Boerboels, so they're going to be more similar than they are different. But this guy right here, Mr. Crush, AKA Mr. Feisty, is the trailblazer, right? He a little bit more active. He a little bit more involved. He's stepping up to the plate. He's falling into his role as the leader. Last one at the ball. He was the first one at the ball, and he wants to be involved. He wants to see what's going on. You don't like that. You see how you see. Look at the posture. Watch the tail. So he responded to the challenge. He's not tucking his tail. Watch him. Watch the tail. You see how he responds to the challenge? See how the tail kind of stays erect? Remember, we talked about that in our previous videos. The tail erect is an alpha. He responded with an alpha. Now this dog right here is going to require firm handling. You see the ears, they alert. You see he doesn't like that. Now he gets in there and him and this green pup, male, they terrorize the bunch. They're the more active and involved. This will be like the perfect partner if you got plenty of time to spend with the dog. This is like my homeboy. So this is a dog that I like to keep and retain for the program. And that's why we would call this dog a very special pup. Because it's really something that I would like for myself. See, he kind of curious about what's that? Remember, he didn't. This was the pup that did not like being on his back. There he is at 5 weeks old, already showing great muscling. Look at the shoulders and the chest and the neck, the thickness of the bone. He got wrinkles in his pads. You see his wrinkles in his forehead. He's gonna be a big dude, but he's very alert, and that's what I like. I like high energy Boerboel because remember, I'm conditioning the dogs. I'm running them. I'm thoroughly evaluating their performance. I'm trying to put the ultimate physique on the dog. I would like for the dog to have substantial size. Remember, a Boerboel is supposed to be an imposing figure of strength. So, and because of that, these are the way that we are able to measure and quantify his breeding value if he's able to complete a series of performance evaluations. A lot of people just putting dogs together. They say, I like this dog because it's got a big head. I hear, and it's really getting redundant. Everybody's saying, well, look how big, look at how big, look at how big. Now, if he wasn't as active, I'm not necessarily so concerned about his size. It's more about his activity level, his interest, the fact that he is inquisitive about his environment. Those are the things that draw me. And on top of that is the bonus of his size. So it's not just the fact that he's a big dog. It's more so about his energy and his interaction with the environment. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start introducing the puppies to the pot or the noise, different noises, right? Let's just get a look. What's up, guys? So we're just giving them a little bit more environmental stimulus, right? Through the noise. Nobody started screaming or crying. My boy jumped back though. He wasn't ready for that. By the time these puppies get 8 weeks old though, I'm gonna slam these pots on the floor and they'll be running up to them. I got complete confidence in that because I know the bloodlines. So now I'm going to go ahead and let mom back in because clearly now you see mom checking her pups. She's going to clean them up. She's going to lick them down, right? Now you still got some puppies that's just greedy, right? Nobody was hungry, but ain't nothing like what nature intended for the pups, which is mama's milk. Nothing is more. They love nothing better than mama's milk. But you see, they not attacking mom. They not attacking mom because they nice and full. And she allows them to nurse. She's licking them and cleaning up the nest. She's gonna be licking the puppies, which is another form of stimulation. Thank you, Siri, so much. Another form of stimulation. So mom's gonna clean the pups up. So we don't, even though these puppies, they don't necessarily need mom, they do need mom. They don't have, she does, it's an option, but I would rather leave them puppies with a mom than take the mom away because people feel like, well, they drawing too much on the mom, they drawing her down. You know what? No, you're not giving your mom enough calories. This, you look at the mom's body condition, she should be fit, she should be full, right? You should be making up in your calorie count for the day. She should be nice and full. You don't have to separate the puppies from their mom. You want them to be around their mom so she can show them. You see, she's still allowing them to nurse. You see where their preferences were. They wanted the milk. They wanted the milk. They always going to desire the milk. Now, in order for this to work out for mom to keep mom comfortable, we got our dog house, right? So when she gets tired of the pups, we'll sit here and watch them. She has a way to escape and get a break, right? So that's it. That's something, a key fact to remember. Now she's going to lick the puppies up, keeping it. Sometimes she'll go over there and lay with them, but this is what's important. They're going to learn some very good lessons, some fundamental lessons. If one puppy is biting too hard, mom's going to turn around and check them a little bit. If they playing too rough and it gets too serious, mom will step in and break them up. But they can't learn that if the mom is not there. So we don't separate the mom from the pups ever, really, other than the time that she spends outside. When she starts to get tired of the puppies, when she starts to get like she wants to have some more space and to go out and do her thing, then we'll separate the mom. We'll let her spend the day outside. And then she comes back in at night to be with the puppies and she'll nurse them twice a day. But the idea is to give the puppies as much interaction and stimulation as we possibly can up until the time that they leave. We want them to be very adapted to the different environments, different forms of stimulation, different sights, different smells, much handling. You see, I can go in here and pull a pup up, pick them up. See, they used to being handled. Now, remember in the beginning, it wasn't like this. They was all scared, squealing and fidgeting. So shop around, though. If you don't believe me, ask somebody, ask them. Hey, I like to see the pups. I like to see what's going on with the litter. I would like to come get an idea of how they're being raised, how the conditions that they're being raised up in, because it's going to make a big difference in the overall development of the pup. It's going to make a big difference. If these puppies are stepping in poop, they're likely to get sick. They're likely to have contaminated paws. If they are playing and laying in poop, they're likely to poop in the house where they stay at. So just keep that in mind. We're always going to put the puppy's best interest, the health of the puppies first. So we got to keep everything nice and clean. And you see here, I got my tools right up here just in case they do make a mistake. I got my putty knife. I like this kind, stainless steel. I use this brush here, brushing up stuff. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it litter. You don't want to see what'll happen is if they start tracking this litter everywhere, then they'll start getting comfortable pooping everywhere. And we want to just keep that all over here to the potty, to the restrooms. Eventually, what we would do is we would start to shrink this space as the puppies get older. So this is how we do this. See, I take my putty knife. Now we shrinking the bathroom. Okay, do that. Now, because they already know, go to the potty over here. We'll shrink this space, and we will only need to have a really small section of this box for them to use the bathroom. And remember, this is the same carpet that they were born on, that they began to soil. Come over here and do the same. Get this over here like that. Now we shrinking their restroom. As the puppies grow, they have more area to lay, more area to play. We don't want to get them in the habit of pooping all in one area. So that's how we shrink the area. In the beginning, we might have this sometimes. We might have this entire area covered with wood chips. But towards the end, as they're getting better, let's see here. There she go. Now, you don't put the puppies down in wood chips from the very beginning, because like as you see here, this puppy got dust on it, right? And what happens is this dust, but you look at my puppy's nose, right? And this is another test that you could give a potential breeder if you call them up, even if you're just shopping with them. Ask them, let's take a look, closely inspect your puppy's nose, right? You don't want it to have dust all up in their nostril. That causes respiratory issues later on down the road. So therefore, that's why we don't use the wood chips from the very beginning. And this young puppy is Peppa Pig. See, she got all of the puppies across the board got the nice, thick chest, well-developed muscling around the shoulders, the bigger head, and you got Mom. Look at Mom. Let me get this pup down before she be done jumped. But you see what Mom is doing though? She letting them nurse. She was just licking that pup. And here we go again. They over there going to the potty. See how she kind of checking them though? Hey, what's all that? Don't go too far. That one, these two puppies right here was fighting a little bit. Mom's getting on his back. Okay? So that's what we got going on. I would like to keep that orange collar pup, the bigger one, because he really fits into the mold of my ideal. A larger, heavy set, working larger master variety of the Boerboel with some energy and some drive. You see him there on his back. That's him on his back. So I like to have a large, imposing figure of strength as the breed standard calls for, that I can work out and put that amazing physique on. And you see how Mom's kind of hanging out with them, just playing and licking them, and showing them how to be a dog, show them how to be a dog, grab them around the neck, grab them around the chest. She play a little rough with them. See how she getting them on his head. Like, boy, you play too much. She toughing them up, making sure that they showing them how to play. Right? See these two over here is getting serious. See over here getting serious, and mom steps in. That's why it's important to keep the mom with the litter. See how they getting too serious though? She steps in to kind of break their focus. That's war paint getting busy. So that's another puppy that I might be. Remember that we trying to pair the dog up. Look at it. Trying to pair the dog up with the ideal situation. So me, even though I am getting a little bit older, I don't I don't have as much energy. So my desires is kind of changing in my selection with my priorities. But I'm gonna always exercise my dog. I want a dog that's not gonna give up. I want a dog that's gonna push it all the way as long as I'm there. As long as I'm with them, they push it. As long as I'm in front. Now eventually, mom's gonna head over here to the box. She gonna get tired of him. I'm gonna tell you another one of my selection criteria. What I look for in a pup is I like a quiet pup, right? So see how they playing? That puppy was just doing all of that growling, right? He was just doing all that growling. Like, see, that green puppy is doing all of that. He going using his mouth, but he's not making a whole lot of noise, right? Whereas you had that red collar pup was really vocal. See, we got this guy exploring. Got the water. Mom showing them where to go to get the water. See, this dog is inquisitive though. He said, "Whoa, it smells different out here. It smells different." I like that puppy too. Calling that boy Blue Ice. That's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. See how mom's got. Now see how she hey, calm down. You see, she does it with her touch, sniff them a little bit. Hey, calm down with all that. Calm down. You ain't tough. She puts her nose on top of him. Now this one right here want to be tough with mom. I like that. I like all these puppies for different reasons. But they all beautiful. They all big. Oh. That's the smallest pup. That's the smallest female. Look, she thinks she tough. Mom like, you ain't tough. Take that. And this is where the fun comes in. So she up there, she biting on mom's loose skin. And see how she kind of has her boobs hidden? Come here. She got her boobs hidden. They just hanging out. Like wild discovery. Like the evolution of a pack. Just a few short weeks ago, they were little bitty neonatal pups over there in the NIC unit, in the intensive care nursery. And then just a few short weeks, it done evolved. Mom keeping herself nice and clean, and grooming. Got this guy trying to escape. Where you going? Remember that pup was just biting on mom's ear. Now she's grooming him, cleaning him. This the real puppy bowl right here. And we got this puppies going out exploring. On my way back over here to the potty, taking a little potty break. This dog right here, this gray collar puppy is a bully. She thinks she bad. Uh-oh. My boy took a little walk, went outside, explored. He said, oh, wait a minute. I'm all alone out here. Let me get back in here to the box. Let me get back in here to the nest. That's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. The real puppy bowl. She disciplined that puppy there. It was growling. It was getting too serious. She said, wait a minute, you crossing the line. That one jumping, he biting too hard. See how she turned around and she disciplined the puppy. These is vital, important lessons that they can't get from nowhere else. She's teaching them how to be a dog, how to live within the boundaries of the pack, how to be good citizens, how to be good civil citizens. And they can't get that from anywhere else. So it's very important when you keep the mom around the pups. Then they go over here and play. They just hang out. Got plenty of space. See, nobody's crying and starving for attention. I really appreciate everybody taking a little bit of time out their day to spend with us, hang out with the pups, hang out with Mom, hang out with Pearl, hang out with Pancake. Go over here and check on Pancake one last time, let her say goodbye. But you see, go over here and check on Pearl. Pups doing a little bit of exploration. When we go over here and check on Pancake, these guys, I'll get them mixed up. See how you go out, and they just expanding their territory a little bit more, a little bit more. So you gotta give them more space, more area to play. Shut this down. Let's check on Pancake one last time. What's going on, Pancake? Pancake is a really good mom. Now this puppy, she got this puppy right up here, up under her, close by. This girl here is sunbathing. This girl here is nursing. There's a big mama right there, calling that one Bacon. That's Waffle. That's Pancake Jr. That's Waffle. Big old head. And then we also have a Raven. Pancake holding it down. And she's comfortable. I hope everybody enjoy the rest of their day. Have a productive day. Make the most out of the day. Don't take nothing for granted. We'll check back in with y'all soon. We'll be checking in with y'all if y'all have questions or comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Turn on the bell for notifications. Give me a call, 216-244-2088. Let's discuss. 216-244-2088. Everybody, don't take nothing for granted. Make the most of your day. Because every day is not promised.
No rush, go and move dumb. Back and forth, push and shove. Make your peace and love turn to peace and gloves. Now you got a deal run up. No rush, go and move dumb. Back and forth, push and shove. Make your peace and love turn to peace and now you got a deal run up. Old gang, old man, old school, young jam.